And after you leave a like, remember to smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet. And remember to hit the notification bell so every time I post a video you can know right away. Subscribe, 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 subscribe!
What's up, my YouTube friends, viewers, subscribers, everybody? Welcome back to another banger motivational video. You guys already know what time it is because you already see the thumbnail. Let's get it. Stop getting comfortable. And let me jump right into it. If you get comfortable, you will lose everything. Let me say it one more time. The moment you get comfortable, you will lose everything. Let me go deeper. You've been grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding in whatever it is. And then you stop. Bro, stop getting comfortable. Let me use an example. You want to have 10 grand in your account. So you go get a job. You grind and grind and grind and grind and grind. When you reach 10 grand, you get comfortable and you walk off the job. What do you think is going to happen? That money is going to go down. You need to keep your money going up, not down. Never you get comfortable, because the moment you get comfortable in any situation, you will lose everything and crash and burn. Because you're going to tell me, you get up, you want 10 grand, you go out of your way to go get a job, you get a job, you work there for 1 year, 2 years, depending on how long you can save 10 grand. Then as soon as you get 10 grand, you're going to walk off the job? Not knowing if you keep working, you wanted 10 grand. But not knowing if you keep on working and working and working, you can have 20 grand, 30, 40, 50. But you lost it all because you got comfortable. Never you get comfortable in any situation. Doesn't really matter what it is. Because the moment you get comfortable in something, you're going to start going backwards. Because that 10 grand is going to go down. Because you're no longer getting paid. If that makes sense. So you're going to grind and grind and grind and grind and grind. You got to, let's say you want a car. And the car costs, say, 15 grand. You can't finance it because you got bad credit and they're not going to accept you. You're like, okay, I will work a job and then I'll save 15 grand and go buy the car. So you work a job, save 15 grand, and you're like, okay, I'm with taxes and everything, you can buy the car cash, okay? Hands down. You go buy the car cash. How are you going to insure the car? Because you have to insure it to drive it off the lot. How are you going to insure it? And then after a week or two, it's going to need gas. How are you going to put gas inside it? You already walked off your job. You spend all your savings. But if you kept on pushing forward, then you can maintain. So this is why a lot of people fail in any situations. Because it doesn't really matter what it is. The moment you pick something with your life and you can't maintain it, you're going to lose everything. You are going to lose everything. Let's say you want a house. And you need 20 grand in your account as like minimum before you're eligible to buy a house. Because you have to have at least a year or 2 years worth of mortgage before the bank approve you. So you got 20 grand, you work and work and work and you save 20 grand. You walk off your job. What do you think is going to happen with that 20 grand? You're moving in a house. In 6 months, your house is going to need something. And remember, there's no landlord for you to call. So everything is going to cost you. So slowly but surely, you're looking at the 20 grand in your account sitting down looking nice. You pay one mortgage, that's now 19 grand. Depending on how much your mortgage is. Or 18 something already. Then you kept paying the mortgage. You're sitting down looking at your money. You're like, oh, I still got a lot of money, I'm okay. You walk off your job. So your money's no longer going up. How long do you think it's going to take before the bank start busting your door down and trying to take that house away from you? Never you get comfortable. The moment you get comfortable in any situation, you will lose everything. Look back at yourself of anything that you were in. And then you thought, oh, this is it. And then you got comfortable and then you lose it. Because I get to understand that a lot of people don't think that far ahead. They look at now and tomorrow and maybe next week if they're smart. But wise people look at 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now? If you're doing something, you can't look at tomorrow, next week. You're going to go down to the bank and then you're going to go buy the house. And you need 20 grand in your account before you're eligible for the bank to buy the house. And then that you're looking at the figure like, oh, I got 20 grand. I can walk off the work. What you should have did was keep working. So that way you can maintain your house. Because when you have a house, you're going to need light, water, Wi-Fi, food, what else? Heat, all those kind of stuff. Even though the heat sort of run off the water, but that's going to raise your water bill. What if something breaks in your house? What if your water heater broke? There's no landlord for you to call. So all that money is going to come straight from your 20 grand. And you remember, you already paid the mortgage so you can move in. And then on top of it, you got insurance in the house. So how long you think it's going to take? If you buy a house with 20 grand in your account, with only 20 grand, and you buy the house in January, think about the mortgage, grocery, and everything. How long you think it's going to take before that 20 grand hits zero? If you ask me, I would say less than 2 years minimum. And if you're extremely bad with money, I would say 1 year before that bank is knocking on your door. Never you get comfortable. Because what you need to do, if you buy the house, you already got 20 grand. You keep working, you keep making your money go up. Never get comfortable. Never get comfortable. You need to stay hungry. Never get comfortable. You will lose everything. You will, trust me, you will lose it all. You go buy a bedroom set. You finance it. They're like, okay, this bedroom set costs 10 grand. You're like, okay, I got 2 grand in my account. And because you got good credit, they're going to approve it because you got good credit. Because for first world countries run on credit, okay, which is fine. You got 2 grand in your account. They're like, okay, you're going to pay $100 for, say, 4 years. $100 bucks a month for 4 years. And then you're like, okay, I got 2 grand, I'm okay. Or let's say, no. Make it more interesting. You got 10 grand. And they're like, you don't have to buy the bedroom set right now. You don't have to spend all your money to buy it right now. Finance it. You got good credit and you got 10 grand. Everything you have costs 10 grand. So instead of paying 10 grand, finance it and pay small amount to keep building your credit. And then you're like, okay, that sounds like a great idea because I don't have to spend the 10 grand right away. You walked off your job. You already have the bedroom set. Because they're going to send it to you before it starts costing. If you buy something on credit, you get it first before you start paying. Remember, you got the 10 grand in your account. You buy the bedroom set. You got your bedroom set. Then next month, the first payment is due. You walked off your job. And you're like, okay, I got 10 grand. I can afford this. What about your rent? What about a car if you got it? How long you think it's going to take before that 10 grand run out? Let me tell you something about money. Whether you know it or not, money leaves faster than how you receive it. If you didn't know then, you know now. Because depending on how you get paid, you may get paid 2 times a month. You may get paid 1 time a month. You have to wait before you get paid. But you don't have to wait before you spend it. Because you can work and you can save a big amount. But if something you want costs that big amount, it leave your account faster than how long you took to save it up. If that makes sense. Can't live your life backwards. A lot of people live their life backwards. A lot of people think, okay, I grind till I hit this mark, and then I get comfortable, then I walk off my job, and then I go do this, and then I go live my life. No. You're gonna end up broke. That's why a lot of people out here is homeless. And a lot of people tend to not move forward. If that makes sense. I'm gonna share a personal story with you. When I first came to Canada, I always wanted a car. Alright? So I grind. I got a car. Because I was like, I need to move around in this weather. Because you already know when you go overseas, you have to start from zero. So went overseas, then I was like, I used to go to school. Then I was like, you know what? I need a car. I can't manage this -50 nonsense. Because for you guys that don't know, I live in Canada. So I was like, I can't deal with all this cold. So I was like, okay, get a job, grind till I buy my car. And I was like, if I can save them, oh, I buy my car cash. So I was like, if I could save that much money and buy a car, why do I need to walk off my job? Because if I can buy a car, I can save my money and I can buy something else. It's the mentality that you have will determine whether you will fail or not. Because it doesn't matter how much you make or which job you got. All that matters is how much you take in home, what you make a year, what you save, and what you do with the rest. So keep going. So after I buy my car, you know, when you buy a car cash, your bank account took a big dip. So my account took a big dip. And I was like sitting down and I was thinking, I was like, I wonder if I can save that money all over again. So save that money all over again. Then I'm like, you know what? I've been looking around and I was like, I need a bedroom set. So I looked online and then I saw a bed that I liked. And I was like, you know what? I like this bed. I wonder if I can go buy this bed right away. So I went down to the furniture store. They're like, I had the money in my account, cash to buy it. I mean, you guys are my, say, viewer and subscribers, so I'm gonna share this with you. My bedroom set costs, let's say, what was it? 7 grand? 7 or 8 grand. I had it like 2 years ago. But say 7 grand with the bed, box spring, everything, dresser, mirror, chest, everything. So say 7 grand. Even though it was a lot more with delivery and let's say 8 grand in total to add everything up, okay? So I was like, I had the money in my account. And I was like, I'll buy it. And then the lady ran my credit. And then she's like, you don't have to spend all this money right away because you got good credit. Finance it and save your money. So I was paying, say, 150, like say the minimum payment was 150 for 2 years. And then I was like, you know what? Instead of paying 150, I'll pay 200 monthly. And then I'll finish faster. That way they can increase my credit limit. Over time, I did that, and they gave me 2 years, and I finished with what, 16 months? No, 14 months, because I finished 6 months before my due date, because I was paying more. If you understand what I'm saying, then every 2 seconds they be calling me, asking me if I want to finance anything or if any special, they send an email. So it's a mentality that you have. If I get comfortable, I would not have a bedroom set. And after my bedroom set, I kept grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. I have a lot of clothes, I have a lot of shoes, I have a lot of stuff. But I haven't done my bedroom tours yet because I want to put some more stuff inside here. Then I can give you guys officially. I got things all over the place that I want to store properly. Like shoes all over the place that I'm looking at right now that I need to put in a container so you guys can see better. But not the point. If I'd get comfortable, I wouldn't have had half of the things I've had. A lot of people grind towards something, and then when they reach the mark, they stop. Never you stop. You're going to lose everything. And after I finish pay for my bedroom set, I have clothes, shoes, and a bunch of stuff, I'm still grinding. Because I already told myself, I was like, if I can have all of this stuff, if I keep pushing forward, what else can I get? It's a mentality that you have, and I never got comfortable. No matter how much money I've saved, I never got comfortable because I don't know what tomorrow bring. And if tomorrow, like every day bring a new opportunity. And the moment you get comfortable, you won't be able to, say, grab some opportunities if you didn't push forward because you got comfortable. No. Never get, and that's a personal story of my life. And now I'm still pushing forward because I told myself I'm not getting comfortable because the moment I get comfortable, I'm going to lose everything. The same way as how I've been making videos and posting it online. If I get comfortable, then you guys are going to go watch somebody else. Because you guys are going to be like, well, maybe he quit YouTube or maybe this or maybe that or maybe this or a bunch of stuff. You guys already know how when life hits hard. But the moral of the story is you get comfortable, you're going to lose everything you work so hard just to get. You're going to lose it. Because first world country is run on credit. So they will tell you can buy something for this big money, but you got good credit. So instead of paying the big money, pay the small amount. Not because you're paying the small amount and you still have the big money, meaning you should walk off your job. Because if you keep your big money and you pay less, you can save more. But a lot of people don't understand how this world works or these country work. Because a lot of countries that are not run on credit and they use mostly debit where you have to have the money on hand, they have to pay the money on hand. Like pay the money before they do it. Let's say schooling. Schooling in some countries, I would say Jamaica because I'm from there. Schooling in Jamaica, you have to pay the money first before you start. In first world country, you start, the government pay for your student loan, and then you go to school, and then when you start working, you pay later. So you tell me, what if people in those kind of country where the government will pay it for them? Because a lot of people are intelligent, they just don't have the money to go in their course. But you tell me, what if those people that are intelligent, that don't have the money, what if they got a chance to do it? And funny story is, in first world country, a lot of people tend to not wanna, they don't want more. It's like, oh, I was brought up in all these opportunities, so why I need to rush to go get it? But then when they see somebody else performing better than them, they think, oh, you have what I have, but I envy you. Nope. Stop being comfortable. Stop getting comfortable. Same with relationships. You try so hard to get a girl or a guy's phone number. When you get their phone number, then you start talking, everything is okay. Then the moment you sit down and feel like that person is no longer going anywhere, you will lose that person. Because a lot of people, the same thing like everything what I just said. Some people know how to start, but they don't know how to maintain it. They know how to get something, but they don't know how to keep it. If that makes sense. You can buy a car, you don't know how to maintain it. You can buy a house, you don't know how to maintain it. You can get a girl's attention, but if you can't keep that girl interested, you're going to lose her. So main point in everything is you can get whatever you want, but if you're not mentally strong enough to keep it, you're going to lose everything because you got comfortable. See, I've gave you different examples within the same thing. Look at friends, family. Look at people around you. Look at how they got something and they lost it. Why do you think they lose it? Because they got comfortable. Which is, if you're the type of person where no matter what happened, you're going to keep pushing forward, you're going to keep on getting stuff. Because the moment opportunity knock on your door, you have the money right away, you have the credit right away, so you can get anything. Because you buy a house, the furniture does not come with the house. So if you're moving out of your parents' house to go in your brand new house, you're going to need a bedroom set. That's going to cost more. So let's go back. I'm happy I said that. So let's go back to buying the house. 20 grand, you buy the house. Mortgage, light, everything you have to pay for. Your bedroom set is going to cost. Dining room set is going to cost. If you got like 3 or 4 bedroom, you're gonna need furniture in there because nobody want to have 3 or 4 bedroom and you're talking and you're echoing through the whole house. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need a TV in your living room. You're gonna need a sectional, a sofa or a couch. If you got a outside area like a deck or something, you're gonna need a couple chairs out there because you want your place to look good. So I would say, I said 2 years before that 20 grand is done. I would say less than 1 year. See what I'm saying? Which in fact, if you buy the house and you got 20 grand and you buy the house and you kept pushing forward and then you finance everything because you got good credit, you can keep your house, you can keep financing your money because you're working, because you kept on pushing forward. But the moment you got comfortable, they're going to be busting down your door. That's how life is. One thing with these first world countries is they will help you get it, but if you can't maintain it, they're coming back for it. Because when you buy something, you lease something, it's on there saying monthly payment. If you miss the date or late, they charge you interest. If you miss the payment, they're gonna call you. If they kept calling and no answer, they have your address. They're coming for it because you missed the payment. So you can have a bedroom set or you can have something. They have all right to come there and take it back from you because you signed the paper when you buy it. So in these type of countries that's run on credit, it's a good thing and then there's a bad thing, because people that are not mentally prepared, they are going to lose everything because they get comfortable. Because imagine buying your house and buying everything inside your house, then you look around and you're like, oh, my house looks good, everything's all brand new, everything have the fresh smell, everything's looking nice, and then you walk off your job because you think you have arrived. You're going to lose everything. Then when you lose everything, you call your parents, they don't want you, you're going to end up being homeless, eating out of the garbage can. Come on, man, stop getting comfortable. Moment you get comfortable, you're going to lose everything. That's the main point in this video. Stop getting comfortable. You're going to lose everything you work so hard to get. If you want something, why are you working so hard to get something just to lose it in the long run? You want it that bad where you're willing to put in a lot of hours just to get it? And then when you get it, it's like, oh, I have it, so I don't need to maintain it. Because a lot of people can get something, but they can't keep it. Then why you want it if you can't keep it? Never you start something if you're not going to finish it. It's pointless. Why are you going to start a race if you don't want to reach a finish line? You're wasting your time and everybody else's time. Yes, that's how life is. The moment you get comfortable, you're going to lose everything you work so hard to get. Stop getting comfortable because you're going to lose it. Trust me, you're probably looking at yourself right now and remembering a couple stories back then when you had something and then you sat down and you decided you have arrived and then you got comfortable and then you lose it. That's just how it is. Stop getting comfortable. I hope this message was useful to some of you guys. I hope you feel the shift. I hope you look within yourself and see what I'm saying is correct. Or not say correct or make sense, because you decide if I'm right or wrong, because we have different point of views. So I can only share information with you. It's up to you whether you decide if I'm right or wrong, or you want to listen, or it's neutral. It's up to you. But I hope you look within yourself and see. So I hope this message was useful to some of you guys. Stop getting comfortable, so you're going to lose everything you work so hard to get. So there you guys have it. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. Your boy will be back doing more stuff. You're going to enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I post daily on them.